What's up, guys? What's going on? I'm Paul. This is Paul in Theology's Daily Devotional. Glad you're here. Glad you're listening, man. We're going through the book of John. We're in John chapter 10, 18. Whoa. Well, I'm tripping. I don't know how I said John chapter 10. Sorry. We're in John chapter 18, verse 28. We got one verse today, but it's a powerful one. So check it out, see what it has to say. Come back. We're going to answer these questions, man. If you have already read it, let's just go ahead and jump into the questions. What's going on? What's happening? It says that Jesus is led from Caiaphas' house to the praetorium. And it says that the Jews, or they, wouldn't enter into the praetorium because they didn't want to be defiled so that they can eat the Passover. So the context here is that whenever the Jews are bringing the Jesus before Pilate, they don't want to enter into a Gentile's house because they don't want to defile themselves or make themselves ritually unclean, because it's the Passover and they want to partake in this festival, this feast. But what's so significant about this is the irony that John continues to display as we're reading this book. Because look here, they are about to murder Jesus, right? This is, if you would say on the basis of sins, you know, if you rank sins, if you say a sin is greater than the other, you would think it's probably not as bad to enter into a house of a Gentile than to kill somebody. You know what I mean? And so it is the irony of them trying to present themselves as holy while they're doing something that is completely sinful and unholy. That is the craziness of the situation that is going down. They're so focused on their own glory that they would do things to make themselves look good, but they would also do things that would completely make them unclean, completely make them dirty, in order to continue or to maintain their status as their status or their eminence in their lifestyle. This is insane here, guys. This is insane. One other thing that's powerful is that they're bringing Jesus into the praetorium in order to murder him, while wanting to be ritually clean so that they can eat the Passover. What they don't understand is that they are bringing the true Passover. Paul calls Jesus, he says, Christ our Passover. They are enacting, or by their will moving, things in order for the Passover, the true Passover, the way in which we truly have forgiveness and our sins are covered over by Jesus. So what's this saying about God? First off, I think it's saying that the humility, the love, and the grace of Jesus to be led to his death. They led Jesus to his final trial before his death. And Jesus allows this, man. That's grace. That's humility. And that is love. That is love. We could just sit and contemplate on that concept for a long time. The God of the universe, bound, led to a trial, a mockery trial. A thing that could not even be conceived in the minds of human beings, shouldn't be, but is actually occurring, or has for us already occurred. This is incredible. What's this say about man? Woo, we some sinful folks, man. And we do this all the time, putting on suits, you know what I mean? To say that we look good, but inside our hearts are evil. We put on suits to make ourselves appear to be holy, but inside our hearts are corrupt. And so this moves quickly into our application. And I'm going to start with the one it moves quickly into as it aligns with this, is what is really in your heart. Not what are you doing, how are you acting, what do you look like, but what truly is in your heart. Look, take a peek, a deep inventory of yourself. What is in your heart? Because it doesn't matter what we do on the outside. It doesn't matter how we act if our heart isn't truly there. Because this is what's happening here, man. They're trying to act ritually clean. And I believe that they're probably meaning to do well. But the overall lifestyle or heart that they have is to kill the one that the Father has sent. And so are our lives displaying that? Do we look good on the outside, but truly we're killing Jesus on the inside? Do we look good on the outside and truly we're living only for our own glory, our selfish ways, our own praise? But I also want to talk about an application. It's just remembering and contemplating the love that Jesus has for us. Because truly, the only way for us to have that heart that I was talking about in application first is to know and understand the love that Jesus has for us. A buddy of mine, his brother had told him, and he said he didn't even understand the concept, but truly and really understood love after his brother had said this, and it was that we love and forgive and have grace to others in the measure in which we understand the love, the grace, and the forgiveness that we receive from Jesus. And so in order for us to love and to truly live out this gospel, man, we have to contemplate and understand and recognize the love, the grace, and the forgiveness that Jesus has for us. And when we do that, man, that helps us to put all of our lives into his hands. I appreciate you guys for listening, and I'll see you in the next episode.